Merry Brewmas, everyone! 'Tis the season for Christmas-themed Entitled People and Just No Mail Reddit stories. We're back at it with the finale of the Just No Mail, The Grinch mini-saga. I wonder what other racist antics she got up to. Oh, joy to the world. Thank you to everyone who subscribed and entered the merch giveaway contest. I will be posting the winner in a few days in my community tab. But without further ado, let's see what else Mill got up to. The Grinch and the Uncomfortable Christmas Gift. This one is more of a funny story / BEC, but I think you'll enjoy it anyway. A couple years back, but after the first Christmas, we were again at my parents' home for the holidays. Conveniently, all stockings had been removed, not to be done again in the household. Anyway, my husband had recently returned from a trip overseas. While there, he purchased some lovely silk items, wine covers, tissue boxes, scarves, etc. So we wrapped up one of the tissue boxes, thinking my mom would like it well enough. She's difficult to buy for, and that the thought would be appreciated. She opens the gift, looks at it, and says it's lovely. My husband explains he thought it would look nice in her guest bath as the colors matched, and it made him think of her. She said, "Oh, I'm going to use it for my lingerie." Awkward. Yes, mother, my husband bought you a lovely keeper for your lingerie. That's what made him think of you. We still laugh about it whenever I use one of the lingerie boxes at home. The Grinch doesn't think my husband is family. It's been a while, but I have some time, and I'm going to share another Grinch story. Once again, it's Christmas. The Grinch had been slightly annoyed all week, or more, because my husband and I were very firm in our no to Christmas Eve with them. Their tradition is go to church and act like they know the name of our pastor. Our tradition is to go to the local wine shop and drink a bottle of Jesus juice. We're not coming over for a full day affair on Christmas Day. Side note, a regular Just meetup for dinner with the Grinch lasts approximately 4 hours, so holidays can be long, very long. Anyway, we say we'll come over early for gifts and such, and then have dinner and head home. As it is, that means we're probably in for 6-ish hours with the Grinch. We arrive. My husband offers to play Santa, aka hand out the presents one by one, so each person can open one gift at a time. The Grinch is horrified. "You will not play Santa here. You're a guest. Family plays Santa, not you." My husband and I had been married for about 8 months at that point, together for nearly 7 years. He being him, and not one to really give a shit, said something along the lines of, "Good thing I spent Christmas Eve with my family then. It's more important to me anyway." The Grinch blinks. "You only spent it with OP. "Yes, my family. At least the family that's in town." And then I handed out presents for everyone. The end. It wouldn't be Xmas without the Grinch. In this year's installment, we find the Grinch wanting to keep up with the Joneses. That's actually her life goal, I'm fairly certain. So, my husband and I are childless by choice. Many of our friends aren't. Many of Grinch's friends are grandparents. The Grinch never cared about our offspring until her friends became grandparents. Now, it's subtle hints about not getting younger and offering money if we need help, etc. Oh, and a wonderful few hours of her showing me the shit ton of stuff she kept from my childhood. Not happening, and I don't care that Tifa Becky Stacifer has ex-kids and doesn't have to work. I mean, she's working, caring for the kids, but my husband and I do have a doggo. He's a new addition to the fam. And because I'm all kinds of petty, the Grinch is getting a #1 grandma mug for Christmas. From the dog. She actually asked that. As a reminder, the Grinch is my mother, Mill to my darling husband. We're a family that disagrees about everything politics related, so we were naturally talking about the upcoming elections and voting. My husband does not vote. I've spent 10 years trying to get him to vote. It hasn't worked yet. My husband is also Puerto Rican. Cue the Grinch. "Are you even a citizen?" This bitch really asked my New York-born husband if he was a freaking citizen. She then said something like, "I didn't know if Puerto Ricans got citizenship," which, okay, I guess you might not know that because you live under a rock, and probably think they're not American because they speak more than one language. But, you know where he was born, New York. There shouldn't even be a question. I seriously can't even with her right now. We're very much considering limiting contact. Edit. I had always given my husband the choice as to whether or not he wanted us to go low contact or no contact with my mother. He is unfazed by, well, basically everything, so her antics never bothered him. He told me that it was my mother, so it's my choice. But after posting all of these stories and seeing your guys' comments over the past 1.5 years, I've realized that maintaining a relationship with this woman is not fair to my husband. Even though he insists he doesn't care, the horrific remarks and lunacy has to take a toll on someone. I know it has for me. In this moment of clarity, I have decided to go very low contact with the Grinch for the unforeseeable future. We all gotta start somewhere, right? Goal is to be total no contact one day. This is likely going to be my last post, unless I relapse and talk to her again, or can remember another ridiculous story about her. I wish you all well, drama llamas. That edit made me so happy. Honestly, for this entire saga, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, I really hope OP realizes how mentally draining this must be for her husband. Like, I'm sure OP was just used to the Grinch's ways and was conditioned to it, but to someone who's not used to those kind of remarks, it can take a toll, even if they insist it doesn't. And in my opinion, when you marry someone, they come first. If you're putting your parents' feelings before your spouse's, that is messed up and not healthy, in my opinion. So it makes me so happy to see that OP had some clarity in the end and went low contact for her husband's sake. It'll be way better for her in the long run as well. This was indeed the last post by OP, which was posted 5 years ago. So for the sake of a happy ending and for a Christmas miracle, I'm going to go ahead and assume that OP went no contact with the Grinch and they all lived happily ever after. But that is all from me today. My next video will be my annual 2-hour-long Best of the Year Reddit story compilation. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and if you have any Just Knows in your family, tell them to pound sand from me. You can blame it on me, I don't mind. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want. I truly appreciate when you do, and I will see you in the next Reddit story. Bye!